there on, holding fort for us in West Pokot. And of course, that is what happened a little bit earlier. But right now, I want us to cross over to Meru, where we have our very own Ngina Kirori. And of course, Ngina, what we're hearing right now is that there is a polling station that started voting a few hours ago. Could you confirm that for us?
All right, thanks a lot, Winnie, and greetings to you from a very chilly Meru County. Yes, you're absolutely right. So there is a polling station that goes by the name Kerogini polling station at Kerogini Primary School right here in Imenti South sub-county that actually finished voting at 12 a.m. Now, we spoke to the presiding officer just a few moments ago. Of course, right now she's not able to speak to us on camera because she's still tallying the votes, but she said that there was a problem with the Kiemsket, and that led to the issue that led to some of the voters leaving here as late as 12 a.m. Actually, outside, there's a group of residents who are a bit upset about the issue. They already voted, but they came back to actually talk to the presiding officers about the failure of the technology here. So that's just one of the issues that we're looking at here. We also know that because of this, we are going to look at how this is going to affect voting right here in the county. Another interesting fact about this particular area is that it's home to Kathure Murungi, who's quite a prominent politician from here. So we are also waiting to see how the tallying is going to go, as far as whether the people in this particular area who they're going to choose. They've talked quite about the leadership in this particular region, so we're looking forward to that. Earlier on, we had a chance to also visit the prisons. That's the Meru main prisons in Meru, just near Meru town, and we got a chance to see how the procedure was going on, and it went on quite smoothly. Most of the prisoners were saying that they are happy that they get to exercise their democratic right to vote, and that they're hoping that in future they'll also get this opportunity to be able to exercise this right. Also, we know that there was an incident earlier on in Tiganya area, still in Meru County, where a police officer was shot by armed thugs. However, we got a chance to speak to the police county commissioner, who said that this is not attributed to the elections in any way, but that the police officer has been taken to hospital and is currently his wounds are currently being looked after at the moment. So lastly, we're just at North Igembe constituency tallying center, where we're seeing how the various results are trickling in from the different wards, and we know that it's been quite a slow process. There's been quite a lot of voter apathy right here in Meru County, so that's definitely affected how the voting was carried out today. And those are just some of the sentiments that we've collected from different residents. But right here from the school that I told you about, that's Kerogini polling station, we'll continue to see how the late voting, which ended at 12 a.m., as I said earlier on, will continue to affect the procedure here. But for now, I'm going to turn it back to you in studio as we continue on the graveyard shift, as I had my colleague Ben Kitili saying. So we'll just continue looking out for what the situation looks like. But for now, I'm handing it back to you in studio.
You're absolutely right. Yes, it is the graveyard shift, and of course, you're absolutely right. We'll continue to hold fort. But again, before I let you go, very quickly, still in Kerogini, again, so do we know, or do we have a rough estimate as to, when the counting of the votes will will conclude? Because again, as of now, so many counties have actually submitted their Form 34As. So do we have a rough estimate as to when this will happen?
We don't really have a rough estimate, but the presiding officer did mention that it might take a couple of hours. I tried talking to her earlier, but she was quite frazzled as a result of the late voting that ended at 12 a.m. But I'll continue to try and get her sentiments. But we estimate from our own perspective in the next couple of hours, because now that's affected the tallying of votes right here at this polling station. So I'll definitely get a chance to speak to her later, maybe once she's settled down a bit. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Ngin. I'm going to let you go for now. But of course, like you said, yes, try as much as possible and get to hear what she has to say as far as how this again affects the counting and the tallying as well.